All right, welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Casey Campbell. Thank you so much for joining us. Now I'm joined by Skegan Reiths Puffer. Say that three times fast. Basketball's Kendall Smith. How's it going, man?
It's good. How you doing, Coach Casey? My bad.
It's okay. I'm doing okay. So you're back playing. How's it been?
It's been great. It was definitely a long off season for sure. And it's been great. Getting things rolling again with the team, getting back into the routine of playing games. It's been a great experience so far. I'm looking forward to keeping it rolling.
3 days a week. That a big of an adjustment there, buddy?
Yeah. I mean, it is. 6 week season. Definitely different. Typically the season is a long, drawn out, process, but 3 games a week for 6 weeks to get 18 in. I can't complain. It's much better than sitting on the couch, but it's definitely a sprint. But I think we're all loving it.
Yeah. So how have you guys kind of you got chemistry is very important with a team, and how do you feel like you guys have kind of came together and stuff?
Sure. Yeah. I think that's one where having, kind of the time with the non-contact practices, with some of the Zoom workouts we had to do in the fall, we've kind of built that chemistry a little bit. A lot of these guys we've played together. We know one another. So I definitely think we have a cohesive group. That's fun to be around and fun to practice with. Getting into games is great to be with.
Did you feel like you've been because I know that everyone's kind of been like with this whole COVID thing and all that. And do you feel like you've done a good job managing it? Have you stayed positive, but with all this going on and thinking that, or have you kind of had some effects like, are we going to play really, or how's this year going to go?
Yeah, no, it definitely takes a toll on you mentally. I know there was, times dealing with the different pushbacks and cancellations that it was hard. Off season you go into, you train and, you get prepared for, whatever that set date is. Well, and that keeps getting pushed back. It is difficult to stay focused, but we've all persevered through it. I think it's made us better because of it.
What's been the biggest thing that's gotten you through all this?
Having vision and hope, for a season is definitely important. I think, still feeling out some different opportunities for a college next year has definitely been, brought me some optimism and hope. But just being around my family, having the Zoom workouts with the guys on the team, just being connected as much as I can, trying to stay in it has definitely helped me.
What's the biggest difference in playing this year?
Let's see. The going into the first, games, I guess we've only had our second game, but definitely different, kind of approach to everything. Don't have as much in. It's more of just kind of getting out and playing, but not having as many practices and things. Hard to kind of find, feel out those things initially. So kind of the first couple games have been our feeling one another out and figuring out how we play well together.
Do you feel like bus rides, playing with masks on, staying away from teammates, making sure you're doing everything that you can to make sure you don't get sick? Is it different? Do you tend to forget, or maybe I shouldn't get close to a kid, or maybe I didn't put my mask on maybe a few seconds earlier or something? What's been like
Sure.
all that?
Yeah, it's definitely, it makes the season have a different feel to it. I know yesterday we traveled to Zealand East, and nobody was recommended to ride the bus. And typically, that's a time where we bond and we talk over things. And it's different not having that. I think the masks we've come a long way with. We've worn it all throughout when we could have workouts in the fall and in the summer. But it definitely provides a different feel to things. That's definitely hard to face as well.
How's school with all this? Just trying to, not just sports in general, but trying to, learn every day. What are you guys doing? Are you doing all 5 days? Are you doing a hybrid? Are you all online? What's the plan?
Sure. Yeah. Every student at Reese Bever had the option at the beginning of the year whether they wanted to go virtual or face to face. Students that are face to face have gone 5 days a week. The only difference is we have block scheduling this year, so we have 3 classes first semester for about 2 hours each class rather than 1 hour, and then switch classes of the semester. But teachers have been great. The communication has been there when we've had to go virtual. They're around Christmas and the holidays, and so they've definitely done a good job of helping us. But yeah, once again, difficult to battle the virtual aspect of things as well.
Is it hard? Was it hard for you to, figure it out at first?
Um, it wasn't terrible for me. I've got a good support group of my parents, and like I said, teachers were very communicative and very good there. But I know talking with some other students, there was definitely some struggles, in finding things and making their Zooms on time, having things printed out or whatever they needed. It definitely provides different challenges that nobody has really faced.
Yeah. Do you feel like, you yourself have kind of, you know, just trying to put everything together and making sure that, you're in good place mentally, because, the issue of mental health has been tremendous, with suicide rates up all the time. It's kind of scary. First, how have you kind of, from that aspect, how have you just kind of maintained it all?
Definitely. I'm a big routine guy. And even back in March, when things kind of shut down, it was difficult for those first couple weeks because everybody got out of routine. Everything was new, everything was changing. And so the biggest tool for me has been finding, times that, hey, I don't have anything going on tomorrow, but I'm going to wake up, at X time, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, get those things done. And when you have a regimented day like that, I think it keeps you on task, but as well as, lets you know that hey, I do have something that I'm going to get done every day, and it provides a little motivation each day, to get through and to keep progressing.
Yeah. So far, how's the season going, and what do you got coming up?
Yeah, been a good start. We've played Wyoming on Tuesday at home. We've beat them in a good game, good start for us. Kind of shook off the rust a little bit there, and then played against Zeeland East last night and lost that one at their place. But I think we're still kind of finding our footing a little bit. Haven't really shot great as a team, but I think as a whole we're optimistic about the future. Had a great day of practice today. I'm heading into Whitehall tomorrow.
All right. All right, Kendall Smith, thank you so much for coming on and taking a few minutes with me, and we'll check in with you later on in the year.
Great. Thanks, Casey.